we won't ask you any questions, but you need to...
I need to hurry up.
You have 38 seconds.
Well, apparently I need to hurry up because the wedding planner next door said that if we don't hurry up, I'm going to end up being in the wedding somehow. So we got to have that time. But I just want to say good afternoon, everybody. It is an absolute pleasure to be here today. Always tough to follow my fellow Commissioner Campion. Kind of winging things a little bit right now because of time constraints. Also up against people's lunch. I realize that, namely my lunch. So what I wanted to say to you today is I am as enthusiastic and as excited as ever about running again, hopefully gaining your confidence and your support, if I don't have it, for re-election as your County Commissioner for District 2, specifically representing SouthLake. Now, President Ronald Reagan once said, "America is too great for small dreams." I have found that quote incredibly inspiring as an American. And Lord knows I love this country, I love this state, I love this county. But I also found that quote very inspiring as your county commissioner because I think Lake County is too great for small dreams. And when I ran 4 years ago to serve you as a county commissioner, I ran on kind of two things really. Economic prosperity, economic development. Some of you remember that little chart that I dragged around that showed the inequity and how the tax burden is on you, the homeowner. I ran on economic prosperity and then quality of life issues. Well, I'm here today to tell you definitively that economically we are better off in Lake County 4 years later. I want to make it very clear, it's not because of me. I make this very clear everywhere I go. We don't create jobs, the County Commission doesn't create jobs, businesses create jobs. But what we have done, me and my fellow commissioners, is we've created an environment that is more conducive for business, for innovation, for entrepreneurship. The failure rate of small business in Lake County was about 49% 4 years ago. Right now, it is approximately 74 to 75%. So repeat that, it's the failure rate of small business in Lake County. And that's documented. I didn't make that up. That's part of DEO statistics, Department of Economic Opportunity, and our own property appraiser. We have created more net jobs, that's several thousand worth. We, meaning Lake County, not us. But I feel like I've been exerted some leadership. I've been a part of following other leaders on the County Commission as well. A good leader is also knowing when to follow good leadership. And creating an environment that is definitely better for economic prosperity. Not just job creation, but growing that average wage in Lake County, which is so much lower than many counties around us right now. I've also been very passionate about focusing on those quality of life issues. Some of you have heard me talk about the SouthLake Regional Water Initiative. That is extremely important that we continue to focus on water resources. The data is there. I'm a very data-oriented, I come from a technical background. Very data-oriented is how I make a lot of decisions. I believe it's best to make decisions on fact and science. There is fact and science right now that the water issue is a serious issue for us in Lake County. Withdrawals, mostly from our counties to the east, where there's 1,002,000 people versus several hundred thousand, 310,000 to be exact here in Lake County. Those withdrawals are now affecting our aquifer levels anywhere from 5 to 15%. And that's fact. We have our water management, we have hydrologists presenting this data. We have to do the best that we can to plan locally for that. That's what the SouthLake Regional Water Initiative is about. It's about getting the cities together with the county and business. For the first time, business, the Chamber of Commerce, has been involved and said, yes, we see this, the water issue, as something that will affect business. 5 to 10 years down the road, when water prices increase fourfold or even eightfold, because water is so costly to get, that will affect business, just like bad roads will affect business. So I've got to be really careful and wrap it up. He's already moved on to take it.
Get the hook.
I would just like to highlight that I think I've been able to do this in a very fiscally conservative manner. Some of you remember going through what I call a partnership with the SouthLake Tea Party, coming up with a process, a way to find out what the strings are attached to federal grants when we get them. There's no process in place, believe it or not, to have the data presented in front of each county commissioner as to what the strings will be attached. What are the 20, 30-year operational costs if we receive money? May far outweigh what the actual grant that's being provided to us. We needed that basic data. Amazingly, that had not been provided. Well, I led that, I saw that through, and it is now part of our process where we look through that data. The key in the future is going to be partnerships, partnerships, partnerships. That can be a kind of a weird word sometimes, but you look at like a level of service need right here for Parks and Recreation. All the kids, we have kids that are big kid population here. They're waiting to use these fields. There's a big need. We don't have the resources right now to build the parks that are the money resources that are needed in SouthLake right now. But what we can do is look at partnerships. I did that. I looked at the city of Mineola to create a partnership with the city of Mineola where we would put some of our money into the Mineola Athletic Complex, improve the fields, get them up to grade, up to speed, and get somebody in there that's going to manage it and use it on an hourly basis most efficiently and effectively. Instead of the county doing something separate, trying to build a whole other park. So it's the cooperation like that that's going to really be the future for us as the county commission, working with the school board, working with the municipalities. Believe it or not, also, and I'll end with this, partnerships, partnerships, partnerships. Because we can't keep taxing, we can't keep, you can tax somebody to death, even locally. That's very different. Let me also get off on a little tangent. We're not your federal government. There's a lot of problems. We are where the rubber meets the road. We have a lot of needs to meet here. But we have the sheriff's department right now. We have deputies right now that have not had raises in over 5 years.
Sean, I don't want to,
Yeah,
we're going to be in a wedding here if we don't speed this thing along.
Okay, all right.
Okay. We are going to have you down.
Why don't we do that? You know what? I'll do this. Your questions that you were probably going to ask me today, you can ask me. You can email me. I'll send you my answers to those, my responses. I'll put some of them up maybe on Facebook or a website that I have as well.
Or a blog.
I want to be accountable and transparent on that. But thank you very much for the opportunity to do this. Hopefully I can gain your confidence. Have your vote, please, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. And
Okay, Sean and I, we're going to go